I'm in the collab stream.
Hello everyone, hope everyone's good. We're here for another episode of Ask Me Anything. It's episode 10. I'm just going to add Drakkhis in here, and because the link I had sent is no longer valid, here is a new link for Drakkhis. See, we got 5 people watching. How's everyone today? And oh, there's Drakkhis up there. I've disabled those annoying crystals that were in store because they were just annoying me. I was getting more drama from their system than no drama in our system. Figure. Long story. Ooh. Well, if you got the time, I'm happy to listen later. Now let's go to Drakkhis' show on stream. Close. Now I'm hoping that once I click this, Drakkhis, I'm hoping I can hear him on the stream when I put him in here. Collab, not screen share. Collab. Live overlay. Here it is.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you. And you're on. That was an easy setup. Usually it takes us a good 5 minutes to figure out the sounds. I didn't touch any settings.
Everyone.
Hello.
Yeah. Thank you for getting rid of those crystals. They were
great at first, but I was actually getting more drama from the system itself than even our own system. I don't know if you heard me on Discord before, but yeah. No. How am I supposed to help with that system? It's not my system. Anyway. Good. Save me some lindens. Oh, what have I got here? I'm looking at. This posting has one quest. Test. Drag. Oh, you're testing a vendor and you got a quest system box out here. Cool.
Well, new update to the vendor.
Yep.
Actually, I want to give you 2 things.
Can everyone hear Drakkhis? Is it coming through? Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
There's that.
Oh, yeah? Ooh, give me.
And here's
HUD.
that.
And the HUD and the emitter. Oh, emitter. Okay. Hey, Christian. Sorry if I still don't remember everyone's in-player names. It's a bit hard to remember. I remember Lida. Christian, were you Clark? I'm guessing. Add.
Now you'll notice with the new HUD.
Yep.
As soon as you put it on, it will actually clean the HUD and reset up the HUD. you don't have to do anything like that. So us as developers now, if we forget to remove the tools from the HUD before we
Uh-huh.
give it to somebody, it'll automatically do a clean.
Oh, wow. Now I just got to make sure I got the right, yeah, I've put them on. Oh, man, hang on. Let's go. Worn HUD, SLC. Oh, I disconnected my other one, I think. Good.
Yep, automatically.
Except for the old meter. 18.8 was still on me. But anyway, detach that one. Okay, so it's automatically... So what do you say? It automatically cleans the old one if you reattach it?
Well, as soon as a new owner gets
Ah, yeah.
the HUD,
Yeah, okay.
so if like you make a copy of yours and give it to somebody, and you forgot and you left your tools in it,
Yep.
it'll automatically clean it and get the tools now.
Nice.
So, and if you hit dark mode, it actually works now.
Dark. Oh,
Dark
yeah.
mode on the HUD.
Yep, there it goes. Nice, nice.
And oh, the update for the meter. Do you remember when you used to use a vendor?
Mm-hmm.
You'd buy something and then in local it would say affecting.
Yep. No longer says that?
Well, that's gone. It no longer says that. And I've made a new update to the vendors. So if you go ahead and buy something from, or um, actually from this vendor, you'd have to, yeah, go ahead and buy some of, just a second. Okay.
Buy something.
Buy some of my coins from this vendor.
Let me put
It's just a
my...
coin exchange vendor.
Okay, buy coins 1 for 1. You do not have enough money to buy that one item. Why do I not have enough money? Oh, because I haven't got your currency, I guess.
No, you're supposed to be buying dragons.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's not right.
We broke it already.
Sell coins. Oh, yeah. I got to fix that. Sold 1 coins for 1 dragon. Buy. That's my bad. But, okay. Yeah. Some reason that isn't working. But I'll just give you some dragons. Uh, um, give.
I see you later in store. Hello.
Money. Where's money?
You
Money.
bought some low cars. Cool, cool. Whose currency was that? Clark's.
There you go.
Ah, you've given
Now
me
you
some
can try it.
dragons. I see. You've given me 100 dragons. All right. Buy
I got to figure out.
coins 1 with my dragons. It's costing me 1 coins for dragons, 1 copper. Yep. 1 copper in dragons. Yes, you bought 1 coins for
Now,
1 dragons. Yes.
yep. Now it says that in local instead of affecting, which all the affecting
So,
was is it forces your HUD to update your coin count.
well, I want my dragon back, so I'm going to sell you a coin back. You sold
It's
one
broke
coins
right now.
for... It worked. I sold a coin for 1 dragon.
Yeah, it's I've got to figure out why it's mixing up the buy and sell.
Oh, yeah, the other way. You want it, so yeah. I can get dragons instead. Why don't you... Because you got it set as dragons, not coins. That's the
Yeah,
coin
it
type
should
you
be
set.
set as dragons.
Well, yeah,
The
but then
coin type is
if you set the coin type as dragons, means I'm buying coins.
me
But if you put the coin type to coins and put
set
dragons...
coin type coin.
Yeah, now if I go buy... Now I'm buying dragons with my coin. There you go. I have bought 1 dragon for 1 coin.
And sell dragons 1.
Yeah, coin. Yeah, so it's working as expected.
Okay. I just
Had they head the wrong way with the coins.
well, it should work the other way as well, where you can set it as I can set it as using coin type dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and then it will you can sell coins or you can buy. Oh yeah, that's right. Buy or sell coins. Yeah, by using dragons.
Yeah,
So if I have dragons, I can sell
coins for
my
dragon.
coins and get dragons,
Yeah,
or I can buy coins by selling dragons.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, it's working.
It's working. That's good. Autumn Nest from Clark's. What is that? Where you're at now? Autumn Nest. All right. So the vendors. That's a cool update, right?
So yeah, and um, okay, I'm going to inside the vendor uh, properties share. Okay, if you'll edit the vendor,
Me.
right
Okay.
click and edit it,
Yep.
you'll see a script inside called vendor API version 1.1.
Oh, yep.
Go ahead and
I've got your mod right.
open that.
Oh, you gave it to me. Oh, yeah. I've got. Hang on, because I've got ed rights with you, don't I?
I
Yeah. Cool.
I shared that script with the group, so anybody in the group can edit it right now.
Sweet.
That is the new API for vendors.
Item name. So what's the API do with vendors? Is that the same as our other API? Or okay. So if by you can change, they can change a text in the region, say to sold.
Well,
They can
what they
change
can
it.
do is on every purchase and sell,
They can,
it sends
yeah.
all that information to the API.
So it
So
sends
if they want
name,
to send a custom message,
amount,
if they
price.
want to
Yep.
activate something on the sim,
Yep.
um, if they
Nice.
want to keep a record of who buys and sells from every vendor, if
Mm-hmm.
they want to get an email to their avatar when somebody buys and sells from their vendor, they can do that all with the API.
Mm-hmm. I like that. So you could even, just saying, with the price, you could go if by greater than 1,000 in price, make a big sound of cheering people, yay, and
Yeah,
make
you could.
fireworks go off and stuff. If you wanted, you could do it with this API. But you need to
Yep.
know the scripting, obviously. That's pretty
And I
cool.
figured out, because this is adding a new script to the vendor,
Mm-hmm.
I figured out how to let our updater look if the script does not exist in the vendor, it will automatically add it to the vendor.
That was an issue we had with the updater last time, wasn't it? If there was a new script, we'd have to send a new prim mesh.
Yeah, now we don't.
Now we don't.
Now I can have the updater add new scripts dynamically.
What happens if, say, this vendor API, if they rename it, will that affect it? Will it send another one, or
Yes, if they rename it, it will put another one in the script
so
or in the
it's
prim.
suggested to leave the scripts names and stuff as is, but you can
Yeah.
modify the API one. Yeah, cool. Cool. Clark's, the API is for this vendor. We've got an API for crafting stations, but this one we're talking about is for the vendor. And it lets you, if you can go back on the stream, go back, you don't have to watch live, just go back for a minute. Whoops. It lets you set different actions based on what is received from the vendor. So we've got different strings that get sent to the API. We've got name, amount, price, coin type, and type. And then we've got if transaction type is buy, or else if transaction type is sell. You can tell the script what you want it to do when someone buys or sells, or if one of these other conditions pop up, like, I don't know, you might set price is greater than or less than, coin type is this or that. You can get your script to do whatever using this API. Make it do things on your sim. It's up to you on if you know how to use scripting. But those are the messages that come into the API. That's pretty cool. Oh, now I see a field. What's happened with these fields? We're about to, after this stream and during this stream, I'm going to make the olive tree available to the community. But I'm also going to send some fields to our patrons for testing as our test dummies. Sorry, patrons. You're supposed to be our exclusive members, but you also get used as test dummies.
Now, I want to show you how very different APIs can be for our system.
Well, you got an API in this too.
Group share.
Oh,
yes.
you do.
If you edit the field,
An API in a field.
this one's a. Yeah.
Wow.
Because they might want to change what their grow prim is like. They might want to change what happens when it plows. They might want to change what happens when they water. They might want to put sprinklers on. You never know. So this API is actually really extensive and kind of complicated. I'm going to do a whole video on how it works.
Yeah, this one looks a bit more complicated, but yeah.
Well, because it deals with the growing and
all
the shrinking.
all the stages. List item actions: plowing, seeding, watering, growing, harvesting, irrigating, fertilizer, time.
Those are all the stages that we have so far in the system. And I just left that in there as a list of what you can affect. But you can do when the work starts.
So they can change the height of the growth prims if they want, if they've got something different. So you can change the texture if you want. So we've got the default textures that come in. So say wheat looks like wheat on our end. They can override that with the stage. So for example, this one says if name prim height, whatever, you can change the prim height. You've changed the UUID of your texture. It overrides what's in the database, for example, just so it can look different.
I should actually, because there's another API that just sets the texture. And that's in the wheat itself. I should just combine that with this API so they can get the texture and everything off like that also. I'll probably do that before we actually send them out. But the patrons can test this anyways. So
yeah.
But this is full. You get all the hover text, the security, the link to signs, everything with this. So the main thing is adding the security. And a few of the bugs from previous versions of fields have been ironed out also, like the wet fields with their water prim going solid color. That's been fixed.
Nice. Very nice. Yep, Clark's, that API that I've linked in chat is the crafting API that's already available to the community. You can figure it out on the wine press and get it to do different things because that is a crafting station. And the one we're talking about now is for the fields in particular. The one we were talking about before is for vendors. They're not available yet to the public, but we're going to make it available in a moment.
Actually, what I can do.
I just linked it, Clark's, on the crafting station with the chat. Don't know if the API is currently automatically added to the crafting stations. Not yet.
Depends on what station you get. Some of them have it, some don't.
Yeah. But Clark's, if you click that link I posted, you'll be able to grab script. Copy paste. I'm carrying too many items. How many things have I got? View inventory. Lighter. The security is the main thing I look forward to with the new fields. The other thing I'm looking forward to is new herbs that can be cultivated. Hopefully, we'll get to the mushroom farm too. We will get to the mushroom farm eventually. We will, promise, because I love my mushrooms. Everyone.
Since the field, once the testing of the fields is done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out a new version of herb, um, the herb plots, and it's not going to be 8 plots connected together. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have is 2 versions. You can buy a single herb plot, or you can buy the 8-pack, which is the herb garden.
Yep.
That's next, and then I'm going to do some research on what a mushroom plot would look like, and I might make a mushroom plot, because one thing I did realize is we never set all the textures for all the different herbs.
Yeah, there's some missing. Yeah.
There, we have 4 herbs that have textures. The rest of the
They're just
17, I think, total.
the same.
Yeah. So they look like whatever the last texture you grew was.
Hmm.
Reset. Okay.
Where's my inventory? I'm gonna delete some things from or drop some things from my inventory. If it lets me, does it let me drop from me? Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. All right, I got what?
What?
Okay, yeah, I do. That's why I have so much in my inventory. All the bottles and barrels that we added to my inventory. That's why I'm fatigued.
Okay.
Oh good, oh good.
New updater going out now.
For the vendors.
No, a full updater. It'll update everything. Because there's been other small changes that I've made.
You won't update the fields though,
as
right?
well this week. No,
No,
the fields are
have to
not
be
in it.
tested. Yeah. We do need to be able to grow
fields,
garlic, yes.
Garlic, would that be in the herb garden? I think it would be.
Yeah.
I need to add it to there.
There's a few other things we haven't added to the herb garden, but we can add those eventually, and all the mushrooms would be good. But that's a different growth thing.
I do apologize to everybody for not doing dev streams this week. I've had a lot of behind the scenes stuff I've had to prepare with the meter and HUD. I will be releasing a new meter and HUD either this weekend or early next week. And I am looking for feedback right now on what people would like to see added to the meter and HUD. The only feedback I've gotten so far is people want their class and level added. So if you open up your stats, Temujin, on
Show
your
and
meter,
the stats. Yep.
you see the space between hunger and CXP.
Yep.
I'm going to put class there and then level right below it.
Yep. Cool.
So if you open up your stats, you'll be able to see your class, your level. That's the only thing that's been requested since I put out that notice today. If anybody else has any other requests, just let me know. And how does what communicate?
I think he's talking about the API. How does it communicate when
API is,
yeah.
It doesn't communicate back. It just listens. That's all it does. The main script, every now and then, depending on what station or what product it is, will send messages internally. And the API picks up those messages.
Yeah.
Depending on what type of station it is. It's like the field, the API is all based on link set data.
So for the
If there's
existing
changes in
crafting station, it's listening out for new, start, stop, done, gathered, and spoiled, as I linked on for the forum post. Each one has a different meaning. So new means it's when there is a player first sits on the station. And so it listens out when someone sits on the station, you can get your API to do something to your items. Start is when they the player initiates a craft and includes a crafting time in seconds. Stop is received when a player stands up from the craft, either because it is completed or paused, and it contains the remaining crafting time in seconds. Done is when a player finishes a craft. Gathered, so done would be when the cooking station finishes, right? Gathered is when you've gathered from the cooking station, for example, you've taken the item from it, you've collected it, and spoiled is if you've gone over the time and it's spoiled. So those messages are being listened for by the API script. You cannot send back to our system. You can only listen. And with those listens, with those specific triggers, you can get your script to do different things, whatever you wish it to do. But you can't make it affect our system, if you know what I mean. Hope that makes sense, Clarks. So, for example, in my house, if you've been to my house, Temujin's Retreat, you'll see there is a stove. And that is a modern stove. It's not the kitchen that you can buy in store. It's using the exact same script and HUD. But when you start crafting, some pots and pans will magically appear. Some smoke will come out of it, steam, and it will make a bubbling sound while you're cooking. And then when it finishes, you obviously still hear that ding, ding, ding. I haven't overridden that. And when you collect from it, the pots and the smoke and the sound, when it finishes, the sound stops. And when you collect it, the pots and the smoke and all that will disappear as well. You can do anything. I'm also making a juice press instead of the wine press, and the juice press will make a blending sound when you press juices. So it looks more modern instead of having that medieval. So it's a bit of a demo house. I can change if I want to use a cooking station script in a blender instead of, so I can make cocktails or whatever. It's still the cooking script. It's still the kitchen script, but I just, for roleplay purposes, it's a different, just a different mesh and different animations that happen due to the API. Hopefully that gives you some ideas of what you can do with the API, your own mesh.
Now, the things like the items do not have APIs. Things like reeds and trees and stuff like that. I haven't seen a use for an API in those yet.
Mm-hmm.
And API could be abused in items like that. Like a gold vein, somebody putting an API into, I don't know, tell its location or make it revisible, or, well, I guess the owner would be the only one doing it and they can mod it anyways. So
Yeah.
if you guys want APIs for those, let me know. We might be able to work it out now that I know how to do the script injection for new scripts.
With the gatherables, maybe the API, it'd probably be one you wouldn't include by default. Probably have it like available on the forum. And the only reason I say that is because there's a lot of gatherables on Sims, and it's an extra script that we're putting in every single.
It's just a passive listening script.
Okay, so it's not using really
it doesn't
any memory.
increase script time. It doesn't access the region abilities at all. It's just a passive listening script.
Yep. Yeah, Lida. I might have to do that for my blended liquors like the gin. Make a new cooking station that is just a blending vat. Yeah. You do that. It's just for roleplay purposes. If you've got extra cooking stations laying around kitchens, they don't all have to. They all do the same thing, but you can, with API and mesh, you can just make it look different for your roleplay purposes. One that's a blender, one that's a juicer, one that's a coffee grinder, if you want, but it's still using that same core cooking system. Ones that you can even make. So, for example, you could make a bar and make a cocktail station that makes your drinks without having to change the cooking station scripts or anything like that. And put your own animations in and stuff. But we are thinking, Drakkhis was already mentioned that he was thinking you might make a bar in the future anyway for cocktails. For what was it? So you'd be able to use the drinks that are. What was the idea again, Drakkhis?
This is my idea for a bar.
Mm.
You We build the bar. Behind it, it has shelf with alcohol bottles.
Yep.
What the owner of the bar can do, or anybody they give permission to, they can click on it and fill the bar with different drinks. It'll
Yep.
hold up to, I don't know, maybe 50 drinks or whatnot. Then somebody can click it and tend the bar. When they're tending the bar, somebody comes up and asks them, I want a certain drink. And they can click on the bar. They can select a glass type, whether it be a shot glass or a martini glass, a tumbler, whatnot. And then they can click and they get a menu to add drinks to that glass. So it starts adding the different alcohols and mixing them one portion at a time in that glass. Then they'll be able to click like add lime, add lemon, um, shake, add ice, whatnot. And when they click finish, the finished drink appears in front of them in that glass. The person buying the drink can then click it, they pay, it attaches, and they can drink it.
That's pretty cool. That's some pretty cool role play right there. And I mean, we've got already one region that has joined us through Zoltar, and it's called the Giggling Dog, I think, from memory. Have a look. Colonies, Realms. I think it's a Laughing Dog or Giggling Dog, one of the two. The Giggling Dog, and that's a comedy club. It's a comedy club. That's all it is. It's not a role play sim. It's nothing like. It's a club where they have some dancing. You can go dance, but they also have comedians do stand up comedy and stuff, and they do have a bar there. So, for example, you could use SL Colonies in that sort of setting where people can enjoy a drink that's actually made by someone who's sitting there in the bar and serving it to you while someone's doing stand up comedy. That's a cool idea. Really cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking because of the utility of that. I don't know at this point if it would be in the SL Colonies store or would that more be a Dragon Forge store?
Yeah, whatever works.
Probably SL Colonies. Well, we'd have to make a new
What categories are coming?
area
Yeah.
for new category for stuff like that.
Yeah, true. Would take a lot of yeah. All right.
See, we already have most of what it takes built into the system for that because we use for every drink made, it has a hex code for its color. So we already have the colors. We already have the bottling station does almost the same thing. Um, the bottles, you click them and pay and drink, and so almost everything's there. It's just putting it together. It would be a combination of a bottling station, a vendor. Um, it would be a nice big project. It'd be fun to do when I
Yeah.
get the time. That is
Yeah.
because the other thing you'll notice up here, Temujin, sitting in the middle of my now empty work area, is the questing system. That is what I'm getting to work on next once I get all the back end stuff done that I've been doing. The reason I'm updating the meter and HUD is because it needs updates to be able to use questing system.
Yep. Oh yeah. So we're going to be able to track, and this is where questing links into the HUD and meter, and it links into the crafting stations, links into the gatherables, links into the animals, where you can track things in the system on the back end, and your quest would be able to track those things as well. And for example, craft such and such, it will be able to pick up you have crafted such and such, or you have killed this many wolves, or killed this many monsters, or you have gathered 5 garlic or something like that. Might be able to track those things, I suppose. Is that what you're thinking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
or bring back 5 garlic to
Lin-
me, but craft
Linden
versus
Labs is kind of Oh, actually, no. Liden Labs didn't screw me in that. They kind of screwed me this week.
Mm.
I lost a base prim in my inventory for one of our items. The base prim for the animal resers is gone. I
Yeah, how'd
have
that happen?
I have lost the scripts completely.
How'd that
So I
happen?
have to recreate this. I have no clue. The full perm prim is gone. All my copies of the scripts are no modify. And I didn't send a full perm copy to SL Colonies. I don't know if I
Ooh.
sent you a full perm copy, but
Let's have a look. The animal. Whoa, let's have a. Would it
it'd
have
be
been a
a
wolf?
deer.
Deer.
It'd have been a deer.
Zzz. Deer Reza. Whoop, go here. No modifier. I've got a deer on its own, but I don't think it's. It says no modifier though. No, that's just a deer.
Yeah, it would be the 17.1 or 17.2 deer reser.
No copy, no modifier. No copy, no modifier. Hmm. Haven't got any full perm. Unless I trashed it. Res and unpack, no modifier. Deer Reza. There's no modifier though. So it might not be it. Yeah, there's no mod. Oh. Damn.
Yep, that's
The one, but
so.
it's.
Uh,
Yeah.
I just have to recreate those two scripts. It's the only thing I lost, but it's annoying.
Yeah.
So I'm instituting a new procedure. When I finish something, I put it in a full perm box, and that full perm box gets sent to SL Colonies. Then I set all the permissions that need to be set, and then I send those items to SL Colonies,
Mm.
just so we have an extra backup.
Mm. Lighter. I have noticed the apple juice ends up red, but in real life, even though many apples are red, apple juice is yellow. No, many apples are red. Apple juice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Wow.
because I set the color of the apple itself to red, and then when you create an item from that, it pulls the color to mix it from the item.
Yeah.
Um,
Because if we change
I
that
could change
now,
I
you're
could change the color of the apple to a goldish color like you'd
that
get from an apple juice.
that will change your juice, yes, but then you're also affecting any alchemy. For example, you're mixing things to get an alchemy color.
Yeah,
And
and you
your
want red
brews.
for alchemy,
Yeah. So that, yeah,
so
it's just a little.
it's
It's just a
it's
one
a
process.
gur.
Yeah.
Which what I'm thinking when I redo the cooking station with Godot, what if I add a color picker when you finish your item,
So you can
so you
select.
can set what color you want it to be?
Would they have to use a dye or a fruit dye?
And I'm not going to make food dyes or buy food dyes for
We've got
that.
dyes.
Yeah, but those are clothes dyes. You'd have
Oh,
to.
we've got
You can't
actual.
use a clothing dye for actual food.
Well, they're just called dye. They're made from flowers in the
Yeah,
system.
true.
Um, I think that's how Lida got a green drink. She used green dye for. I'm pretty sure that's how she got the
Oh,
green.
that's cool.
One of her alcohols for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh no, did I forget my 17 days? Oh yeah, I think I forgot it. Damn it.
Did you forget?
I I think I ruined my tequila.
Uh oh. Run!
I've been
The tequila!
busy. Let's see
Ooh,
here.
it's been there for 17 days, 4 hours. Oh, it's under. Under.
Test. Um Finish. What will it give me? Yeah.
I'll give you.
Negative threes all down the board.
Oh no.
Health
I got to
1,
figure out the
energy
spreadsheet.
0,
I made a cool
blood 1.
spreadsheet. Actually, I will show people the spreadsheet. It's quite simple, but sheets.
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to. Oh, yeah. If you haven't seen the new fermenter um, feature that I've added, do you want to share my, or I'll share my screen real quick.
Yep. Where am I?
Share screen.
Collab screen share. I have to make sure you're there. Show on stream. Right. It's on.
Okay.
And your camera disappeared for some reason.
Yeah, I just turned it off for 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, there. Okay, you see the fermenter here. I've added a new feature because I screwed up this brew. I really don't want to waste my inventory space with it. So there's the dump feature. Do I want to dump it? Yes. You have dumped the brew.
So you don't have to give it a name, and it's just a waste of space in the database for one and your inventory, and it's just a useless item.
Yep. Oh, my fermenter seems to have broke. I'm going to have to check that. 1 moment, people. I'll be right back.
Yep. I'm going to hide your screen share. Yep. Will I be able to hear if I hide the camera? We'll find out. Cool. So new feature. And that's just because we realized some people stuffed up their brews fermenting. You'll now, instead of having to name it at the end when you finalize, you can dump it. Okay, so lighter could be interesting. I toss green dye in my ale. Yep. There is nothing in the dyes that is toxic, as they are. Having a dump feature for the ferment makes sense. Yep. Clark's, anybody got good tips for brewing? I got a couple that are brewing now. I might make I'm not really a brewer though. I could make a tutorial video, not a tutorial, a tips video of the whole brewing process. But it'd be good to see community getting involved. I'll share the videos on the forums and stuff if anyone wants to make that sort of content. Make a guide or tips and stuff. I was going to show you some spreadsheets that I've been working on. Let's share this screen. Hang on 1 second. Screen capture, window capture, Chrome, that one there. Right, so what I've got here, it's a fermenting calculator spreadsheet, and I've made this available on the forums. Pull it when he gets to one. Yeah, you do pull it when he gets to one. Let me add Drakkhis back on stream as well. I see he's back. Live overlay. Welcome back, Drak. Just showing him this
Thank you.
fermenting spreadsheet and explaining how it works. It's pretty basic right now, and it's something you can do with your own calculators, but I've put it all on a spreadsheet. So when you make a ferment the first time, we've got some fields here you can type in. They're editable. So you type in a product name. So for example, this one I've typed test product. You put the brew number that the fermenter gave you up here. You type in the starting gravity that you've got when you start it. And as you're going, and type in the maximum, also type in the maximum alcohol that your brew can have based on when you start. And as you're going, just change this figure here, the current reading, every time you do a test. And it will tell you the current alcohol content, which it tells you in game anyway. But also what's cool is when you type in your maximum alcohol, it will tell you what your target gravity, specific gravity should be, and you don't want to go under that, so you can keep an eye on it. What I want to figure out is how to get these 3 columns going, where I want to have, it'll tell you approximately how many days, hours, minutes you have left in your ferment for it to reach this target gravity. So that will help you a bit more. So you can set a timer if you like at home on your mobile device or whatever and go, I've got to come back on this date and time and stop my ferment instead of checking it every day. It removes some of the gaming, but you know, let's have a look. I made another sheet, which I'm contemplating sharing as well. Fermenting, where was it? I don't know where I've put it. Is it this production? So this is basically the spreadsheet. So what I've done on this spreadsheet is I've pulled every item that's available on our marketplace, and it tablifies it into one table, and it shows, you know, what item it is, what type it is, all the stats, the costs, and available. Then on this tab here, you can't see because of my camera. Hang on, live chat box. I'll get rid of this. Should still be able to hear me if I do. Yeah, cool. So down the bottom here, we've got vendor pricing, and it pulls. So from that sheet that was on before, it will pull the prices, but it will tell you what if you were to sell 25 water boost to the market, it would sell it to you. It would offer you 0.008 coin, and if you were to buy it from the market at the base prices without taking into consideration your merchant or your charisma or anything, it would charge you 0.013 for a 25 water boost. But I've got two columns in the middle that tells you a recommended buy, recommended sell. So you could use that if you want. I've got Drakkhis that's lost. There we go. You could use that if you want for your vendors to work out a price that you want to set for your vendors. And another thing I've made here is a recipe calculator. And basically how this one works is if you've got a recipe that you are inventing, let's say I want to make, I don't know, apple cream cake. That's the name of my recipe. Down here, you'll choose your ingredients. I've got apple juice. I'm using 10 of those. It'll pull the cost per from the spreadsheets and tell you that's your total cost, 3.056 coins. This recipe also has, I don't know, an Amanita muscaria mushroom, and I'll put one of those in there to poison people. And it totals the cost down here. Tells me my total cost is 12. And the idea of what you would do, you would make that item and then you would sell it. You would pretend to sell it. You'd go to the market screen. Main market. You would go to this screen here. And you would pretend from your player inventory, let's say I have an apple, right? Tells me quantity, I'd have to sell 26 for 1 coin, right? So in here, I would put 26, price offered, 1 coin. Obviously, this isn't accurate because it's pulling my price from the cost of making apple cream cake, and I've just put in the apple price, so it's not the same price at all. I got to find something that's worth 12 coins, not 1 coin. So let's say it's 12 coins. I'll put 13 coins. That is a price. It's 10 coins is the price it's offering me for 1. So it's telling me the market will buy 1 for 10. It cost me 12 though, so I'd be losing money, and it would sell. It would resell it to other people for 26 coins. And it tells me a recommended price. And how I've made it is that it will never recommend a price that is less than my total cost. So I could offer to buy it from people on my own vendors for 12 coins, and I could sell it to people when I make it in the vendor for 22 coins. So people can buy it off me for 22. I'd make a profit of 10 coins or something like that. Anyway, that's how that works. I thought that was pretty cool. It'll pull prices and stuff, and you can work out what you want to set your vendors at. We want to add other things to it. Zoltar's working on something that will, let's clear this out, that will let you set your own economy, I suppose, and it will, so let's say you don't want your economy to be worth 1 for 1 coin, so your coin might not be worth 1 SLC coin, it might be worth 2, if you want it to be that way, and we can work out those calculations in his spreadsheet, so we're going to be doing that. I'll go back to window capture, I'll close that, go back into here. Now, Drakkhis back. Somebody said pull it when it gets to 1. Is it really that simple? Not really, Clarks. 1 is not the exact figure. Depends on how much sugar was in there and in the first place.
Yeah, it's the fermenter. It consumes 100 sugar per 24 hours. So if you know your sugar content when you start, you can know how long it's going to take. So if you have 2,100 sugar, it's going to take 21 days to consume all the sugar.
So in that
But you also
spreadsheet,
have to
I would need a
You
sugar.
also have,
Mm.
yeah, you also have to account in your maximum alcohol tolerance of your yeast because your brew can start to go bad for two reasons. A, it's hit its maximum alcohol content and it's over fermenting then. Or B, it's run out of sugars and starts to consume itself. I know those scenarios are not realistic. You can
Yeah, yeah.
literally leave a brew for 6 months and nothing's going to happen. But this is for gameplay aspects to make it a little more challenging.
So to put that in a
Um,
spreadsheet, I would have to have a column for starting sugar and a column for the yeast type used. Do a calculation of 100 sugar per hour or whatever it is.
mhm.
Taking into consideration
100
the
sugar per
yeast
100 sugar per 24 hours.
for 24 hours. But the yeast, some yeast use more than 100, right? Because the ancient yeast
No, the
uses.
yeast does
Oh, it doesn't consume more.
it doesn't consume more every day. It takes a percentage of the sugars away from your items you add. So, say you added pure sugar, which is 100 sugar for one, right?
Hmm.
You use ancient yeast, you're only going to get 85 sugar out of it. Whereas if you use regular yeast, you'll get 90, I believe.
Right, right,
And
right, right,
wine
right, right.
yeast
Okay.
is like
So in
95.
terms of the
I can't remember the
spreadsheet,
exact.
it won't affect any. I don't need to have a yeast in the spreadsheet. I just need to know the starting sugar from their thing, and it will take 100 sugar per day. And I also
Yep.
need to take into consideration the
The
cap
max
limits of
alcohol.
the max alcohol. Yep. So that once it reaches that
Yeah.
max alcohol, it's not going to return. Yep. And that will work out the max state. Okay. And 100 sugar. But how does that affect your gravity? Okay. So, yeah, I got to know the formula. Yeah. I can get that off Google, can't I? Because sugar affects, it converts to a certain amount of alcohol.
Just a second. Let me get the formula for you. I got to open up the
Because
server
that'll
here.
make the spreadsheet a lot more useful for people that rely on it. Turn this game into EVE Online. Spreadsheets galore.
Fermenter. Okay. Calculation sugar to ABV, or not ABV, to gravity, right?
Hmm.
Um okay. The gravity reading is 1 plus the sugar divided by 1,300 or 13,750.
That, hang on. 13,750. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's 1 plus
So
the
it's 1
sugar. That's
divided by 13,750.
that's the specific gravity formula.
Yes. That will get you your specific gravity reading.
Right. 1 plus the sugar content divided by that will give us current reading. Okay. But they're going to type in their current readings, so that's cool. And then so I'd want to minus the starting gravity from that. How much is left to get to that? Yeah, I'll figure it out. It's going to be. I'm just not going to do the maths on stream, obviously, but I'll figure it out. That's easy. So now I know that. I know what the specific gravity is based on how much sugar was there. That's cool.
And yes, that number 13,750, there is a very specific reason, and it has to do with brewing. I'm using that number.
Yep, yep, yep.
And all of our components do their sugar values are based on how much sugar content they have per 100 grams of that item.
Mm,
100 grams or yeah, per 100 grams. So it's like sugar is 100 for 100 grams. That's why sugar has a value of 100. But
mm.
like honey is, I believe, 90 per 100 grams or 75, something like that. That I actually looked up every single one of our items, how much sugar per 100 grams it has. And that's how I set up our items in the system.
Okay. All right.
So
So that's what.
it's close to real fermenting as I could make it without going way overboard.
Yeah. Oops. Okay. I'll just finish doing that quick thing and then I'll get off this. I don't need to keep sharing this screen. But good. All right. So I'll work this formula out later on. I'm going to move these over, and then so when you type in your current reading, you're going to, when you do your brew, you're going to add your starting sugar there. I'll share the updated spreadsheet later on when I figure it out. Put in your current reading and it'll work out, it should work out approximately how many days, hours, minutes you have left on your brew, on your fermentation. Should, if I get it right. Let's get rid of my screen share. Yeah, it is very helpful. Hopefully that helps. All right. Done 1 hour. Anything else we need to update? Who else is down here on our lands? We've got Ladybug down there. Dahlia looking for coins.
Next week, when I do start dev streaming again, I am going to be streaming only 2 days a week. I'm thinking Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm not going to be doing the 4 days a week. That was just burning me out too quick.
Burnout.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So
why I keep the ask me anything to 1 day a week. Get some
I
updates in
figured
and
2 days a week, where you guys can see me working on the system is good. And you guys can ask me and put in input. But
yeah.
I'm going to be going hard on the questing system.
Yeah. You're getting
Now,
it.
don't expect this questing system to be done anytime soon. This is a good couple months worth of work that I have to do because I have to create a whole new web interface for the questing system. And I have to update every item in the game for the questing system. So
Yep. Understandable. All right. So, whose sim
because
are we going to go to today?
I have no clue.
Whose sim are we going to go to and chat with? See, we've got Clark's active and we got Lighter active. Where's Dark Angel and how come he's not on stream? He's
Don't
awake.
know.
Regina's awake. Saltar's awake. Not even talking in chat. Boot
They're
them.
lurkers.
Lurkers trolling us. And then we got to figure out what item. So Clarks, I don't know if you've participated in this before, but if you type in chat in the YouTube chat, exclamation mark and points, because you've been active in chat, you generate points. I don't think I can do it with the main account SL Colonies, but if you do that, it'll tell you how many points. There we go. I've got coins. And those coins you're going to be able to put towards a raffle that I'm going to run shortly to win an item that we pick. Any item that's in SL Colonies. And by item, I don't mean like gatherable, like a virtual item. I mean like the physical item that you can purchase in our store. So, you have a lot of coins. With those coins, you can gamble them. You can do slot machines. You can do exclamation gamble. You could lose some coins though at the same time because it's not that easy anymore. Dark told me he lost all his coins. Yeah, you can do heist like Lighter's just done, and you can join the heist. He's trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt type heist and the amount of money you want to put in, and you can win more coins, or you might lose it if this heist is successful and not successful. That's pretty cool. Now let's go into chat, into group chat. Who's online for a visitos? I'm going to have a look at the realm list. Oh my god. I forgot on my way. Yeah, Dark. Yeah, you forgot all your... All these notices that we put in, Drakkhis. Every day,
No
nearly.
one
There's a
reads them.
notice. Dark Angel. Jeez. I got some new stuff, some brews going. That was Clark's. Yeah, I saw. Good work. How are you enjoying it? It's a good fun process, isn't it? The brewing. I'm going to turn on sounds. Hello. Should be able to hear me. I don't know if I've got the right microphone on there. Sound. And I've got headphones. Yep. Voice. Input is. All right. The entire crew escaped Blackheart Island alive. They celebrate with a chest full of gold and a belly full of rum. Right, I've got 120 coins back. Drakkhis got 500. And Christian, 18. I got it. Send me the...
Nice.
Got it.
I
Okay.
doubled my coins.
What? Yeah, the gravity is a bit of working out. It's Clark's, the gravity system in our system is like real life, basically. So if you know fermenting, you can Google how to ferment. It'll explain everything. Use ChatGPT. It'll explain everything. It's pretty good.
Yeah, when I designed the gravity system, I actually went through weeks of watching YouTube videos, talking to ChatGPT, learning how to brew. And I actually started brewing myself. I've got
Ooh, have you got one? You got one to
I've
drink?
got one going, and it's foaming up and through the fermenter now.
Uh-oh.
I started a new one today.
Ooh.
But I've made two so far. I made a cranberry mead.
Nice.
And my second one was a sangria mead. So,
nice. Hey, Lida, I can hear you.
New ones called a coffee mill, which is coffee and honey into a mead. So,
Lida. I heard you. You probably hear us echo, so you probably had to turn off the YouTube sound. If we're chatting in here.
I did turn off YouTube. I'm still in the thing, but I've muted the YouTube.
How's your land going? How's Lycan Sanctuary?
It's going okay at the moment.
Oh, Dark Angel, you weren't joking when you said you lost all your coins. Jesus. Yeah, so what's happening in Lycan?
Oh, I've got quite a few brews going. I have gotten to the point where I have 10 fermenters.
Ooh, 10 fermenters. Jesus.
Well, I did some figuring, and if the aging barrels can hold 500 servings per, then it's more efficient for me to put 500 servings in a barrel.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And in order to make 500 servings of whiskey and not take 3 months, I have to have 10 fermenters making whiskey, or at least the base that will be distilled into the whiskey to get the 500 servings.
Wow. Let's start a new giveaway. We're going to give the olive trees away today, I think, since they are being made public.
Olive trees would be a good thing.
Yeah, and
Olive
since
trees would be a good thing.
there are some viewers who aren't yet patrons and they haven't got an olive tree yet, so it'd be good. Add olive tree. And then I guess we'll go have a look at some realms, shall we? No. Why not, Dark Angel? What? No. Oh, you lost your money. You got no coins left. Oh my god. Why'd you gamble all of it? Oh, it's good. It's good to see you with no coins because you had 49,000 or 490 something thousand coins when you started because it was too easy. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, gatherables, olive tree. Prize. That's bad. I'm just typing in the giveaway, sorry guys. Everyone, no timer. Oh. What's that? Okay. Let's put that in there. Chunk. Advance. Ticket cost is 1. Maximum tickets. Let's see what everyone's in chat top. You made me poor. No, I didn't, Edgar. You're the addicted gambler here, and you need Gambler's Hotline help. Regina, 87. Christian's on 19. I think it'd be fair if we set it to the usual 15 for now. Maximum tickets, so we don't all spend all our tickets trying to compete with each other. No bonuses, no bonuses. Confirm. Olive tree and start the giveaway. Should come up right. Yeah, you're not even on there, Dark. You're going to have to wait a few minutes to get those 15 points. But we've got a little while yet, so if you keep chatting, you'll get points. A raffle. What's this? Okay, so if you type in the exclamation mark raffle 15, that's the maximum tickets you can get for the raffle, and the winner will get at the end of the stream. All right, let's go visit some worlds, shall we? Where should we visit, Lyda? You want to visit yours, or you want to visit another one, or Dark's around?
Well, I don't mind going back to my sim.
Let's do that then. We'll go to Lycan Sanctuary, copy the SL URL. We are hitting, you'll put in chat. Lycan Sanctuary. Taxi. Limo. That Mystic Fairy. Cool. There we are. Is that the right? I hope I've put the right SL URL. Looks like I have. Teleporting. So at the end of the stream, Clarks, how it works is it will roll a random winner. Do not go beyond the purple gate. We will die. Roll a winner.
Unless you set out of character.
Unless you're out of character, yes.
I do not mind giving people a tour of the farm. It's just a matter of I'll either have to go disable all of the monster reserves, or everybody will have to go.
Jeez, you're not joking when you said 10 fermenters.
I was not joking. I don't mind showing you that. If you give me a second, I will go disable all the reserves so that people can come in. for this particular stream if they want to take a tour.
10 aging, 12 aging barrels. Wow. Very cool. Oh, I can take on all the reses. All of them. Give it all. I got to be careful when I move my legs around with this setup I've got for the stream, because I'm like in the corner of, I've got an L-shaped desk and I'm using the screen in a corner because the green screen behind me has to be directly behind me. Otherwise you see some of the table. And if I move my legs around the wrong way, I could hit my power button on my computer. Its stream goes offline. Or reset. Like, oh no. Oh, Clarks is here with us. Cool. Cool. Hello, hello. Oh, is your mask missing? Cyborg guy. Do. She's disabling the...
Okay.
Oh, we are safe. We're safe.
It is safe. All of the resers are currently disabled.
So right now I am Donald Trump and I'm meeting Kim Jong-un, or however you say his name, and I'm about to cross the border. Here we are. We are safe. We are in North Korea. Nah. Yeah.
No, this looks much
a
nicer.
certain amount of humor. I still have 5 cooking stations lined up right there,
Wow.
and they get used.
Wow. All of them?
Yeah. Billie Jean, the cook,
Mm-hmm.
she'll be plopped on a chair there by them with all of them going.
I see you're no longer using all that floating text on top of your barrels. You're now using the spreadsheet, I take it.
That's right. I am definitely using the spreadsheet.
That's why I thought it'd be handy. Because I noticed you were tracking...
Peter obviously left some juice that he needs to come collect.
Oh, Peter. Do not collect that juice, Clarks. Oh, it's set to owner anyway, I'm sure.
It's set to group.
Yeah,
so
cool.
Nobody outside of the...
That's why I made the spreadsheet, because last time I noticed when I was streaming and I was camming in here, there was boxes here with floating text to tell you what the current gravity was and where you want it to be. So I thought, I'll make a spreadsheet so you don't have to let everyone know the names of your products here. It can be kept to yourself on the spreadsheet.
Particular ones up front are things that have not been named yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And as you can see, one of them was only started an hour and a half ago.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And over here in the distiller, there's something being distilled. Blood brandy.
Blood brandy. Ooh. What does that do to you?
Oh, it's basically just made from red wine. That's why it's called blood brandy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's cool.
But it's...
And these back ones are...
Yep.
Hard lemonade, got some sul ferment, got some rye ferment, spud rye ferment, and some vinegar. Oh, you figured out the vinegar.
Yeah, and of course we have hard cider, which that will end up becoming Applejack, actually.
Nice. That is cool. I need to get my alcohol drink on me, otherwise I don't make cool sounds. Where's my beer? Oh, I don't know where it is. Factory beer. Here it is. Factory beer. Puke, shininess, hard, don't care about that. Beer, and that, we'll put that on. Bam. Now I burp when I hit you.
It's my intention that when the bottling station is completed, it will end up sitting over here. Which I'm sure makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. I've had some of your green alcohol. Whoa. Okay. That's quite bad. Damn.
Yeah, the agave spirit definitely an interesting one. The tequila ugly is stronger, and it's made in a slightly different way.
So yeah, drink my Lycan agave distillate. Agave distillate.
And if you actually look, it's not 12 aging barrels, it's 18.
Oh yes, because I was looking this way, but there's actually more behind. Yeah, okay. 18.
I actually figured I basically have enough room there to put 48.
Oh jeez. Well, you can also stack them on top. No, it won't look good if you stack them on top of each other.
Now, it won't look good if we stack them on top of each other, but if I've got them lined up like I would do and do a couple more rows.
Well, they're also mod. You can make an aging barrel one single barrel.
I could, and I might at some point. But I would prefer to do the modding when I'm done aging whatever's in the ones that are currently going.
Like if you need the prim, because I think each one looks like there's 6 landing pack each, so we needed it. See, we are saving.
The current land impact is 6. I might be able to reduce that to 1 or 2.
Yeah, if you need to. It's a good idea.
But as you can see, I've got quite a few things that have been going for 26 days.
Wow.
Which means that those things were actually started the first day that the aging barrels were working.
Amazing. It's good to see it come into fruition.
They had to be recovered at one point because the updater ate all that was being aged.
Oops.
But Drakkhis came over and he fixed that particular issue.
Yeah. That's good.
And I've been working on what the labels will be.
Oh, you're working on the some photoshopping, are you, in the background?
I don't really use Photoshop. I use Photoshop files sometimes, but I actually do most of my editing in GIMP.
Yep. That's just as good.
It's what works for me.
I use it all the time. It's free. I used it prior to getting Adobe, that's all. And I used to use GIMP, and for all the video editing, I used to use KDN Live. Now I use the Adobe suite, but they're just as good. Adobe's just got a few more.
GIMP is excellent.
Yeah, just Adobe's it's more proprietary, that's all. It's got a few more little add-ons, but GIMP is awesome.
I'm using the Photoshop files in GIMP, it's because I need the layering that you can do with a Photoshop file that's not in a GIMP file.
Yep.
When I'm working on dragon textures, since that's one of the things I do is I do textures for Breedables Company. The different elements of a texture I will probably have saved in layers because then it's easier to do recolors.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Looking good here, Lyda.
One of the more interesting dragons I did that required the layering is actually the ice cream cone phase, if anybody's familiar with Battle Beast breedables.
You've shown me, but I haven't personally used Battle Beast breedables.
I was using Battle Beast breedables when they were in beta.
Ooh.
I will have to res out Crybaby.
Crybaby. Come out, Crybaby.
Crybaby is one of the ice cream cone phase. These were done as a golden drop last Easter. Not this Easter, this Easter last year.
Nice. So you made the texture for them?
Yes, I made the textures for for these particular dragons. And if you look at the elements on those wings, where I've got the syrup and the sprinkles,
Yeah.
saving those in a texture file. When I was doing it in layers, worked better. Huh, I didn't think I had rideshare on.
There you go. Tom, he's riding.
He can ride it, but without me actually passing it to him, he can't fly off with it.
Oh yeah, you can try.
Oh, I guess if he had a HUD, he could control it. You can't actually control them in flight without a HUD.
Okay. They're pretty cool.
I don't think my HUD will work anymore.
Strawberry
It's
eyes.
from
Love it.
6-7 years ago.
You might want to get off that, Clark, because, like I said, without the flight HUD, you can't really fly. And plus, I actually want to put her back in my pocket.
Pick it up.
She is, like the text above her head says,
Bravo, female, age 362, retired from breeding and battle. Ice cream, strawberry ice cream. Ice is strawberry. The eyes are strawberry. Yep, saw that. Domestication pet.
funny,
Cool.
she's stuck in flight because he tried to fly her without a HUD.
Oh,
I'm going to res her and get her to reset back to... I do hope he didn't break my dragon.
well, that would be a bug. Here she goes.
Okay. I read that she went back to standing.
Whew, not broken.
But there were 3, the strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate.
Wow.
But the detail of the textures on some of them is a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. Takes time.
It does at that.
Running with my alcohol in hand. I took it. I took a taster from the oak barrels.
But it's been commented that yes, I have a lot of fields.
Yeah, that's what you need, right?
Well, if you're going to make a lot of food and potions and alcohol, you need the stuff to make it from.
Mm.
And as you can see, I have 4 maple trees right here.
Nice.
I probably am going to need more now that there's actually maple syrup.
Yeah, and thanks by the way for helping out with Billie Jean, or getting Billie Jean to make us a maple syrup recipe to use.
That was definitely good thing
Mm-hmm.
to make.
Sure was. Agave.
Yeah, I've definitely got agave growing. Takes a... Oh,
Uh-oh.
I guess I... Just give me a second and I'll turn it off. If I can find it.
Don't go to him. Clark is going for a run. Oh, they're gone.
I thought I got them all, but I missed that one. And of course,
Wow.
everybody has exactly why I say don't go inside the purple fence.
Whoa. That wasn't one monster rezzing. That was 5 or 6 werewolves. Ooh.
That
I
was
need to really
5,
get the...
and there's several rezzers through here that each pop out 5.
Was that Drakkhis?
I really need to get the reser controller scripted for
the
SLC
workshop in
resers.
here currently.
So you can control them, turn them all on or off at the same time.
Clearly, we have no shortage of
yep.
sand.
Clearly, no shortage of sand. Gonna have plenty of bottles made here.
Yeah, and Malcolm, the smelter, obviously is researching more
Bottle
bottle molds.
molds. Bottle molds, yep. Nice.
This building over here.
One day we'll update these sheet mesh.
Yeah.
They look so weird with the... We just had to
This
make
got
something for the
all
wool.
This has got all of the seamstress's equipment in here.
Nice. Love it.
I'll actually, if I want to know what color one of my brews has turned out, I will actually take it over to the dye vat and...
Ah. That's smart.
Because then I know if it turned out the color I wanted.
That's smart. So instead of using a dye vat to dye your finished seamstress sheets and stuff, you bring your alcohols to this to check out what it looks like.
I do, but I still also use it for the seamstress.
Yep. That's a good
Do
idea.
I need to add a color patch in the app?
And of course,
So when you're preparing
I
it,
have
you know
a
what
lot of
color it
cows.
is?
Can you hear Drakkhis in Second Life? Oh, I don't think your voice is on in Second Life, Drakkhis.
No, I
Yeah,
turned
I'm
it
not
off
hearing
because no one
Drakkhis
could
at
hear
all.
me. I was
So
talking and no one was reacting, so I turned it off.
Lida, what Drakkhis is saying, because you'll hear him delayed. You've got your stream muted, so you wouldn't hear him at all. But so he's asking, should we have a type of panel when you're making your brews in the HUDs? Is that what you're saying? In the actual not Unity Godot, that shows you a color of the product you are making instead of having to bring it to.
I actually would appreciate a color of what the brew will be when you're
putting it all
when
together.
you're making.
Mm.
Because
So that's
then
for
I
the
can decide
fermenter.
if I want to toss in more green dye or put in more
In the fermenter, yeah, that would make
such
sense.
and such.
Yeah. That's cool.
Because
Okay.
then I will know for certain what color something is.
Mm. Then you don't have to make
That
it,
can be done.
then check the color and then dump it, make another one, whatever. Yeah.
It would make things so much easier for me.
It can be done.
One of the the fermenters over there that's going actually has a ferment that is seaweed based.
It is what based? Seaweed.
Seaweed.
Interesting. Seaweed ferment. Interesting.
Oh, the Godot fermenter is still using Unity.
Okay.
Oh, we haven't got
possible
Godot yet.
to make,
Yeah.
It's actually possible to make alcohol from algae and seaweed
Mm-hmm.
in real life.
Okay. Well, I'm not an alcohol making person. Drakkhis might have to pick your seaweed made ferment as one of the winners that he will actually one day make in real and drink in front of everyone.
That would be interesting.
Look at his face.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, the problem is seaweed it's very salty. So you're going to have to find something to balance the salt. But yeah, it's possible.
Because Drakkhis said when we were making the system, we might do a competition where once a year Drakkhis will actually make it in real, and your brew will become a real finished product.
That would be interesting. Admittedly, where it starts that I actually take the seaweed and make a mash.
Mash. Do you make mashes when you make your meads, Drak? Or do you just go straight to fermenting? You buy the powders and...
Meads don't use a mash.
Okay.
Mead is made with a base of water and honey.
Admittedly, they're nice.
And
The reason
fruits.
I have so many cows is because I go through a lot of milk. I think I've mentioned before that you need milk to make Red Wolf. That's the only thing I'm giving away about that.
Milk. Piggies and chooks. You like it.
So have you noticed a opening
nice
up of your
little
prim, Lida, since
area
SL's
back
new
here
change?
Hey, you need to turn on your oh no, you're in.
Oh.
Have I got it? I think you need to turn on your...
Let me turn off this. So actually,
hang on, Lida.
Lida, have you noticed a increase in your prim available since the change SL made yesterday?
What's that?
Second Life made a change yesterday where they reduced mesh prim count by 15%. Have you noticed it as on your region that you have more prim available?
Actually, there are more prims available on this sim than there were before the change.
Nice.
And
so it actually is affecting people. That's good.
Yeah, Regina said she was like, oh, there's an extra 1,500 land impact available on my sim. She was wondering where it came from. So she had 1,500 prim and she uses all SLC stuff. So it'd be the ones. It doesn't change. So I've got it on stream now. So to find out what it's done, you open your prim per se, your item mesh, and you go more info. And this item itself, so this iron vein, the download is 0.5, so it's worth 0.5 land impact, but it's costing the sim 2 impact because it's got 0.3 on the physics and it's got 2 on the server. I forget what the server was. It might be because of the scripts. It counts as 2 to the server, res on land 2, so... because the actual download, the weight of the selected item is 0.5 for this whole iron ore. It's not 1 because of the server cost.
But,
yeah, same with this. This copper vein is 0.3 download cost, but the land impact is 2. So they have reduced the download cost, but there are other things to consider, like the server cost when you've got scripting involved and stuff. So let's have a look at this house, for example. This house is 10 land impact, and the download cost is 8.7. So the actual mesh value is 8.7, but because physics is enabled, you've got 9.3 on this prim. And so the server cost is 9.5, and the total then is 10 on the selected. And you can reduce that. You could probably bring it down to 8. You can probably bring it down to 8.4, maybe, if you were to modify everything and turn off the physics shape, make it none, for example, and then just use prims, simple prims.
Yeah. So what is that you're wearing over there, Clark?
What is this? I don't know what he's got on there. So the windmill is 5. The actual download is 2. Physics 3.5. So 0.8. What's all this? Oh, we'll tell you on the website. What is all this? Let's have a look. Just loading. Object weights. Okay. Here we go. Window capture. Dunk. Weights of selected. So download weight of the selected, physics weight of the selected object. So server is server weight. So what's, well, okay, but that's what I want to know. What is server weight? Land impacts. Land impact. Doesn't tell you what server weight is. I'm going to guess server weight is to do with scripting. So if there's, and the physics together kind of thing. That's what I'm
Very
assuming.
likely.
Yeah. Because it has a value, it does affect your server one way or another, right? But down here,
Yeah.
I've just turned on my overlay. Game overlay. Toggle position mode. Yep, cool. Cool.
As you can see, I have all these herb fields here.
Oh, so what's Clark saying? Was curious if I could take the guts out of certain things to reduce prim load by making a field an NFT. What's that got to do with it? How does it... You mean make the field an image? Because those are just images, right? And we're not going to use NFT in our system, no way.
But the main reason I started putting resers was I had some panther girl come in and clean out all the herb fields.
Ah.
And I caught her in the act. And the rules stated no thieving, raids. She got banned, but in order to prevent it happening again, that's when I put the monster resers around the farm. And when the fields can be locked to group only, I will probably remove the NPC guards, as we refer to them.
De-render that big thing. De-render. I'm de-rendering that big attachment.
Yeah, it's in the way.
Not anymore. I no see it. All right.
But I think you can understand why having somebody clean out all my herbs would be a real pain in the arse.
Yeah. Yes. And Drakkhis will have an update for that soon. The security updates. Well, actually, we've got it ready. I've just got to send you guys a test of each field to test out.
That would be something I would be very much
So
interested to see.
I'll probably give one of each: the herb, the wet field, veggie, and normal field to each of your patrons, and then you can test it out. And if there's no issues, we will make it official and update all the existing ones, and you can keep the test one.
Okay.
It's cool.
I will look forward to that.
One of the benefits of being a patron.
Definitely a benefit. Honestly, I'm a Patreon because you're doing neat stuff, and I wanted to support that.
Thank you. Helps a lot.
I do have one olive tree here that currently the security is set so only I can harvest it. And I have 2 more out there in the gathering area that is public that anybody can come harvest from if they want olives.
Nice.
This little house here, this is the community storage shed.
Nice.
So there's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the big ones and 4 of the small ones in here.
Wow.
And I probably could use more because there's just more stuff.
Mm. Oop. Burp.
And of course, the area for furniture manufacturers here, and the leather making is over there.
Nice.
But
Okay.
out in the area, out around the sim, there are 2 deer and 5 rats running around for anybody who hunts.
Nice.
I did have a wolf out, but I think it got updated and I haven't put it back out.
Okay. Yeah, fishy.
Yeah, I definitely have, the 2 fish, and this has actually got a SLC water script in it.
Oh,
The pond.
that's too. Yep. Cool. Rewater.
And
Not commercialized. Yay.
there's at least 2 of every tree that you can gather from.
Yep. So Clarks would come here and raid the bushes. CXP.
He was raiding the bushes. He was raiding the bushes, and I had no problem with that. And I have clay, and people can make pots and baskets out here outside.
Oh, yeah, I
Because
see
I
there's a
figured-
pottery table and a basket station. Yep, cool.
Those are the things you need for gathering. And this funky pond here, it's got another water source script in it.
Nice. That's a nice looking little pond. Textures are like nice cartoony textures on it.
Yeah, it's a
Very
bit
cool.
bit cartoony.
But it's nice. It still works.
And
When we were making
I
SLC, I was Drakkhis and I were in that like, oh, how do we want it to look? Do we want to use that pixelated, cartoony look? Do we want to go with the look that everyone in SL? So we decided to go what we went with because most people in Second Life want that realistic kind of feel, but
Yeah.
you can modify everything, so you can make it pixelated if you like. That nice. Well, actually, this is not pixelated look. This is it's like that World of Warcraft look. What's it called? You know, Drakkhis. Pixelated. It's like a type of art.
Not pixel art, but it's
No. Enhance something. I don't know what it's. I see it all the time. Neat though.
yeah.
It's not a different look. But if we went down that path, the only issue if we went down that path is you have to, whoever's building the sim has to have a whole sim looking like that, and there's not that many things in Second Life that you can buy that match that same look. So we went with what we went with.
Yeah.
I do know that the people that make, who's the guy that makes all the terrain and mountains and trees and stuff? He's got a pixelated version of that, so you can landscape your whole sim like that if you want.
I definitely I prefer the more realistic, but when I was setting this up, that was the only pond I had in inventory, so that's what got used. The other pond, it's just a prem.
Stylized. It's called stylized. Fantasy or something like that is the texturing and mesh design stylized. Low poly. Yeah, it is low poly, but it's World of Warcraft because it's called stylized, I think it was. Because you got low poly, you got the poly look, pixelated poly look, and then you've got stylized art, the colors and stuff used.
About this particular pond, it's 1 prim, but its land impact is 26.
And that's, yeah, the download is 26. Okay, not even physics are high. It's quite high for low poly. Looks. Wonder why.
I think in order for it to actually have a real low poly, I would have to shrink it down to mouse size.
Well, that would bring down land impact, but it's still got the same vertexes and sides and stuff. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be reduced. It could be reduced in Blender because I'm seeing a more complexity than is needed on some of the areas, but it's nice looking.
Yeah. Actually, I think they're using, it looks like they're using textures. Yeah, okay. So all the plants, they're not mesh, they're textures. Yeah.
Well, it's still mesh. It's just texture on a double-sided mesh face.
Yeah, yeah. Quite nice. I like how they've done it. They probably could have, yeah, they can reduce the land impact by the way they finalize it in Blender. Cool. Very cool.
But
All right.
when I do a monster cave again or something like that, it will probably be in this corner where I have the small cave.
Oop, I just bumped again. Oh, you got a cave going on over there. Hang on. Coming.
This is just a cave, but I had a bigger cave over here at one point that had monster resers and some of those ore veins.
Yep. Cool.
Right now it's just, a little cave.
Very cool.
I could possibly use that as an entrance with a teleport into another part of the sim that holds the actual maze.
Yeah, easy. That can be done.
And that might be for the best. I do want to make a more interactive experience for people. It's just a matter of time, prims, and what I have available to work with.
Yeah. I see we've got Clark's over there gathering some lime.
Yeah. It's okay. He's in the public gathering area. He can pick the trees clean if he wants.
Have a look at our Streamlabs. So we've got Lighter and Clark's in the raffle. Unfortunately, Dark Angel lost all his coin. Have you got any coins now, Dark? If you're still watching. I don't even know if he's watching, can I tell? Let's see, I can just do top and see if I'll type top in chat and see if Dark Angel has any more coins that he can use in a raffle if he likes. No, because he hasn't been active in, or is there too many people? Lord Zagan, Hurt. Haven't heard that name in a while. Drakkhis. Yeah, I don't see Edgar in the list at all. What happened? He must have left chat when he lost his points. That's a shame. All right, I'm going to finalize the raffle in about 1 minute if no one is going to join. And then we will end that. What I'll do, I'm going to go down back into the store, main store, and I'm going to activate the, while we're here, for finishing the stream, I'm going to activate the olive trees for everyone. Let's go back in there. So I'm going to turn off my in-game voice. Sorry if you don't hear me. Doop. Go here. All right. So I've got to make sure I've got the right vendor going. Oh, I'm going to have to make these damage scripts go into the other vendors. That's easy to do. Go Caspar. Raffle. Hang on, there we go in chat. Raffle ending. Humans. Let's see, vendors. Where is the damage script vendor? Here, compatibles damage script, manage. It's got the 50%, yep, and I'm going to change that to the olive tree, gatherable olive tree. That should change the in-world one to the olive tree. Yay, it's available. Install. And I'll post a notice to everyone after the stream. I've got to put the damage script into this forgeable one for now. Groups, I think it's profiles. Forgeables, where are you? Groups. Sorry, I'm in the back end, just quickly adding the damage script to the compatible section. Damage script there. Save, finish. Lighter says I did get the damage script for you, so that will be fun to play with. Yeah, it will be. Be awesome. The damage script. Oh, who have I lost? Drakkhis. Show on stream. There we go. Wonder why it disconnects you sometimes and then it puts you back in. It's weird. Okay, damage script is there. I've got to get change.
Well, I'm compiling code right now. So.
Okay, yeah. Textures, damage script. I've got to get this one. Copy UID. Get the right script because it's no longer 50% off. The damage script. Damage. Edit. Change the UID. Save that. And that should change the texture. Moment. Make sure that worked. All right. There we go. Full price. And that is why you want to use the new vendor while you can, or the Patron one. All right. So I'm going to close entries to the raffle. Heads up, adventurers, the raffle gates have now closed. And we are going to hit the pick winner. Lighter, it better not be you again. Oh, I mean, well, it can be you, but it's always you. Every time I click pick winner, it's always Lighter that wins, which is in a raffle. So let's see what happens. Pick winner. And, oh, okay. Cornerstone, huge congratulations in order. Our amazing community. Christian Hurt is the big winner of our live streaming giveaway. They bagged themselves a shiny new olive tree. Congratulations, Clarks. What is this? Does it put, what's this button? Complete. I will send an olive tree your way, Clarks. Congratulations. Profile, get the proper username, and go into here. And that is why you want to join the stream and participate in chat. Clarks, and yes, and that should go over to you in a moment. The olive tree can be used on a wine press, correct. You can use the olives as is in your cooking or in the kitchen station and make, cocktails or use the olives as garnishes in your salads or whatever. You can bring 20 olives. You need 20 and you'll get 1 oil in the wine press. Doesn't work. Yes, it does. Lighter's saying it does not work on the wine press. What did you use it on to make olive oil? Did we get something wrong? It'll be 20. Let me open a database. Because it's not the usual 2 like juices, it's 20 olives. I'm just going to check database, make sure. Just opening a database, bear with me. SLC items, going to the recipe types, station type recipes. I did try 20 and got Jack. Okay. Delita says she tried 20. Okay, let's open the station type recipes. And I'll open the recipe, make sure the level's not too high or something. Maybe we've missed something. Station type. Come on, what's going on with my database loading? Okay, olive oil. Olive oil is set to the wine press. Station, okay, recipe ingredients. Recipe ingredients, open that. Olive oil. I know, no, that's cool. Olive oil's right, olive oil. It takes 20 olives, makes olive oil, so it's definitely there. Recipe. Olive oil. Olive oil is a level 1. Yeah, it's definitely there. Olive oil is an ingredient. And someone's already made extra virgin olive oil. And what? Oh no, they made it just out of olives. You can definitely make it. Should be there. It's all in the system. SLC items. If you're talking, Drakkhis, you might have your... I don't know if you've spoken in all this time, but I haven't heard you on the stream.
No, I haven't spoken in a while.
Okay, cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Making
I've
sure.
been working.
Yeah. Making sure I wasn't like ignoring you or something and you were in the background going, hello.
No. I'm letting you figure out that recipe issue.
It's definitely there. It's all in the right station types. Wine press. Let me open a wine press. Wine press here. Olive oil is there. I did EVU on the stove because I got frustrated on the extra virgin on the wine press. Okay. Would have been good to know prior to you making it because we could have fixed it, but it's definitely there, so I don't know what's going on there. Let's have a look. I am a brewer. Let's send myself a wine press. Deliver to Katana. Yes. There. And I will give myself player admin. Find me. Tiller. Search me. Give myself some olives. Add item. Olive. Give myself olives and I'll give myself, I don't know, 50 to play with. Add item. Okay, let's have a look. Wine press. Objects. Before I end the stream, I'll quickly do this check. Open. Take the wine, press out. I am a brewer, so this should work for me. Delete that. Don't delete the whole store. Don't delete stuff that shouldn't be deleting, eh? All right, wine press. Left click. Craft. Add ingredient. I've got a lot in my inventory. Great. Let's go to olive. Olives. Let's add 20. Submit. And craft recipe. All right, it's working. 1 minute and 56 seconds left. And it's making a nice greeny olive juice. Olive oil. With the color we set. It works. Did you try? Are you sure you put 20 olives? It's working as expected. I got some olive oil. Nice. It definitely works. And the reason we made it 20 olives and not the usual 2 is because, say, fruit trees only have 8 fruit on them. Okay, and our olive trees, while it does have the 8 batches of, it's for 8? Yeah, has it 8, right? Yeah, it has 8 batches. No, we put 5, didn't we, Drak? No, 8, because it's got 8 faces, right? The olive tree has 8 batches of 5.
8 batches of 5. Yeah.
And every time you click it, you get 5 olives. So you gather 4 times and you've got enough to make an olive oil. So it works as expected. I don't know what happened on your end, Lida, but possibly the wrong amount of olives or something happened there. Good bartering merchandise. Clarks, I agree. Olive oil. Alright, we'll wait for this to come out. And then I will go to this stream ending, put some music on and finish up stream and go look after real life for a little bit. And when I come back, I'll give myself half an hour now. I'll come back and I'll send all our patrons some fields for testing. I'll make sure the permissions are set right. What permissions? I go no copy, no. We'll make them no transfer.
All the scripts. So you open it up and you go to the contents, the permissions. Make sure modify is unchecked. All the scripts need to be copy and transfer. Hit apply. Then make sure the API script is set to full perm. That one specifically. And then the field itself needs to be modify, no copy, but transfer.
Cool, easy. And then I'll when I've done that, I'll send all our patrons a copy of each field type. I'm gonna do. We'll keep it to small fields so that everyone can fit. All the patrons that have different size lands can keep that to that size, and you'll get a copy of each one. Obviously, the herb garden's a bit bigger than that, but you'll get that. And test out the security. Test out that you can finish a whole stage. We'll test it over the next 7 days, 8, 9 days. And then once everyone's happy with that, we'll release it as an update for everyone. So that worked, olive oil. But it might not have been as Peter the Brewer. Yeah, Lida, because it is so she tried the 20, but it might not have been as a brewer. Yeah, it's a level 1 recipe. That's probably what it is, because I think the juices are the juice.
Anybody can do it.
Let me have a look.
1. Anybody can use level 1 recipe.
No, it's level 0. Level 0 you can.
Oh,
I might have to fix it. Might have to fix it. I'll go in there. That's probably what it was, Lida. Sorry. Let me go in to the recipe. I'll check the juices and stuff. Pretty sure the juices are set to 0 and the olive oil was set to 1 from what I saw. SLC recipe. Recipe. It should be an open recipe. It's not really it's not that hard to turn on a press, is it? Sorry, loading. Bear with me. Really fast internet, but loading the database very slow. A lot of info for it to display. Okay. So we've got juice, grape juice, all that there. Recipe level 0s. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's what else we were going to do, wasn't it, Drac? With the old, once the bottling station comes out, I guess. But all the old barrels that people have in their inventories, all the old whiskies, vodkas, all that stuff, we're going to take them away from you, but credits you with different barrel designs in return.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so olive oil. I'm going to set it to recipe level 0. Juice. Olive oil. Yeah, 60 seconds is the normal time. Yeah, okay, that works. Apply. So now everyone will be able to make olive oil. You don't have to be a brewer with the press. Cool. Close database. All happy with that. Delete that. Don't delete the store. Make sure. All right. Clark's, thanks for doing it. Good to learn development in these two. See the applied code. Yeah. Sure. It is always good to see how it all works in the back end. So I'll end the stream there. Congratulations again, Clark's, on winning that olive tree. Hope you enjoy making some olive oil and using the olives in your salads and things. I'm going to go to the stream ending, put some music on for about a minute, and then we'll end the stream there. Thanks everyone for watching. Let's select my music first. Make sure we got the right stream music. And we will go to I reckon we'll go to about, let's try this song today. All right, see you guys later.